Welcome back to Right at the Wire. Well, let's take a look at an Oaks prep that's to be run at the fairgrounds this Saturday. It's the Rachel Alexandra Stakes, a Grade 2, 13th race on the card, running a mile and a 16th for 3-year-old fillies. And unlike the Risen Star, we have a smaller field, but pretty compact, pretty well balanced, except for one horse, and I think we all know who that might be. We've got Simply Joking, who just had a nice wire-to-wire finish in the Oaks Prep earlier at the fairgrounds. Blessed and Broken with a pretty good second there. Gull's Delight, who was a horse who scratched out of that race, so we were pretty keen on. Ballerina d'Oro, who just had a pretty good second in the Demoiselle, and of course Good Cheer, who has been pretty impressive so far and is undefeated. Looking at this field, this is going to be a real short analysis. Good Cheer is just better than every other horse in this race and is going to win. That's it. You look at the times of some of the other mile and a 16th races that some of these have been running at, and they're just not even close to what Good Cheer can do. In her last race, they did everything in their power to keep this horse from contending. Jockeys will do that at a time. They gang up, on an overwhelming favorite. They shuffled her back. They wouldn't let her get in good position. And you know what? It didn't matter. She just went and won the race. She's that kind of filly. She's just really good. And I just don't see anybody else in this race who can beat her. The real question is going to be who is going to take the lead. And I'll tell you, I wouldn't be surprised if Good Cheer does, because keeps her out of trouble. She's better than the rest of them and just can win from the front end if necessary. Anonima for Kenny McPeak or Aladine. I didn't think they ran pretty slow times, and I didn't think they were good enough. Simply Joking surprised me a little bit in her last race in the Silver Bullet Day, but really, the time was pretty slow and it was a small field. It's not a whole lot to write home about. I think she certainly has a lot bigger challenge here, and this is where the pedigree, Practical Joke, maybe you can get a mile and a 16th, but when stepping up in class, these are the type of things that really start to show. And so I think running against a horse like Good Cheer, Simply Joking, probably going to sap her late, and so I don't want any part of her. Goal's Delight was a horse that we liked in the Silver Bullet Day, but scratched out. Her last race, it didn't come back that great, but she got shuffled back a couple of times and had a lot of things working against her. I didn't think it was a bad race from that perspective. And in the stretch, I think they just decided once that it was pretty hopeless, that she wasn't going to win, so they just didn't pursue it any further. I think she's better than that. I think she can rebound and run a decent race. She's not going to win, but I think that she can certainly get under and is an exotics player to be sure. Blessed and Broken is a horse that I've liked, and I thought put it all together in her last race to get a pretty good second, closing from way wide, about 7 or 8 wide, and she can build off of that. It was significantly better than anything she had run, so you do have to wonder a little bit about regression. But in this field, I think she can stick around. Probably a good bet for underneath to try the Super. Now, Ballerina d'Oro in the Demoiselle had been running on turf and put together what was a really nice race. Closed with authority, just couldn't get to Moima, but that was kind of a runaway front runner and not a big surprise there. But it was still a significant race, and it does rate second amongst all the others in here to Good Cheer, speed figure wise, and the fairgrounds does tend to favor late runners, so I think Ballerina Doro is certainly a horse that you want to consider underneath. But to me, Good Cheer, this is probably a cakewalk. Look at our wagering strategy. You're not going to bother with the win ticket because Good Cheer is going to be extremely short and deservedly so. But a couple of exotics we'll go with, a couple of exactas. We'll go with 2-3 and 2-4. I think Ballerina Doro is the logical second choice to be behind Good Cheer. And then we'll just do a simple trifecta 2-3 with 4-7, and then 2 with 4-7 and 3. I can't. It's just one of those fields. I mean, I think there's just a real obvious result here, and Good Cheer is just a filly that's impressed me, and I see no reason why she's not going to walk in this race. So I hope our analysis helps you with your own wagering strategy. I wish you the best of luck as always. We will continue. We have a posting out on the Risen Star already, so I encourage you to take a look at that one. And we will continue to have postings with the sequences. I believe there'll be 4 stakes for the late pick 5. We'll have that, and then we'll certainly do something for best bets and value plays on what is always a really good card on Risen Star Day at the fairgrounds. If you do like content like this, of course, please like and subscribe. And we thank you for your support. That's it from here. I'll talk to you soon, and until then, be well.